Hi, I'm Marie. Thank you for buying one of my hair tinsel kits. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do either on yourself or with a friend or somebody. So we'll just get right to it. So here is my tinsel. I'm going to fold it in half. You can keep it in equal lengths on the ends if you want. So let me see if I can show you. So there are the two ends. So you can keep them equal length. That'll make it about 2 feet long because it's a 4-foot strand total. Or if you have super long hair like I do, I have really long hair, 2 feet doesn't quite reach to the end of my hair, but I don't mind that it doesn't go all the way to the end. If you want it to go all the way to the end, just pull one side longer than the other, and you'll just have one that reaches the end and one that kind of just has a shorter layer to it, which looks pretty cool too. So you can do it either way that you want. I'm going to do mine equal lengths. So I'm going to have a loop here at the end that I'm going to use to attach it to my hair. So I'm going to put this down and I'm going to take a piece of hair here. Sorry about my red roots. I just dyed my hair yesterday and I dye it like a reddish black. But anyway, I'm going to stay away from my part. So wherever you usually part your hair, don't put it right next to your part because then you're always going to see that clamp. It's not terrible if you see it, but I prefer to hide mine. So I already have one here that you can see. It's in here. So I'm going to do another one about the same spot on this side. So I'm going to pick a spot here and I'm just going to pick about 5-ish strands. Doesn't have to be exact. You just want a bundle of strands to use. Let me get the rest of this out of my way. So I'm going to bring this strand down. I'm going to get my loop, and what I'm going to do is take that loop, trying to show you the loop, and I'm going to bring the other end of that tinsel through my loop. So I'll show you again. I'm going to make a loop. So here's my loop. I'm coming around the hair and getting that the other end of the tinsel, so that just loops around the hair and makes a knot. You can try other kinds of knots if you want, if you think something else might be easier for you. This works for me, so this is what I use. You want 3 knots in there. So here is my knot, and I'm going to pull that knot all the way to my root and leave all this hanging here. Then I'm going to take some sort of tool. You can buy this tool on Amazon if you want. I forgot how much it was. It's pretty cheap. Or you can use like a dental floss threader or just a piece of wire. All you need is for your clamp. So I sent you these clamps. So you put your clamp on there and put it all the way through. So basically, if you're going to try and use just something you have around the house, you just want something you can get your hair looped through. So I'm going to grab my hair and my tinsel. You have to have both in here, so the hair and the tinsel goes through. So whatever you can think of to use at home. I think the easiest thing to find and use is just a dental floss threader. And you'll pull your clamp all the way over. So you want something that can pull your hair and your tinsel through the hole of that clamp. So now my clamp is on here, kind of like a bead. So again, I've got the hair and the tinsel inside that clamp. So now I'm going to make sure, I'm going to double check, because now that I've been messing with it, I kind of pulled that knot away from my scalp. So I'm going to bring that knot down to my scalp again. So there's my clamp, there's my knot. I'm going to bring my clamp right above that knot. right there. And then I'm gonna take something that I can, some pliers or anything now that you can squeeze it with, and right above, let's see, there we are, right above the knot, I'm gonna clamp that down nice and tight, really tight. If you clamp it down really tight, that is not going anywhere. So that's in there now, and I can hide it the rest of my hair. You have to be just a little bit careful when you're brushing, so you can brush through it. You just gotta, when I do it, I just kind of go through a little carefully, and then you can brush the rest of it pretty normally. It will not come out. So even if I pull on my hair, if I braid my hair, this is gonna stay in here pretty well. I have to pull on it pretty hard to get that to come out. I can wash my hair, I can color my hair, I can do pretty much everything with that in there, as long as I'm just a little bit careful of brushing. And I have forgotten before and just brushed right through it, and it kind of hurt a little because it pulled, but it didn't pull it out, it stayed in there. So give it a try. There it is. So you can see both my pieces of tinsel. I'm going to put a couple more in a little towards the back. And then it just depends on how thick your hair is. Mine's kind of thick, not super thick, but it's kind of thick. So I'm going to put several pieces in so that they actually show up. That's about it though. So let me know if you have any questions or need any help, and I will try to help you as much as I can. Or of course, there are a lot more videos online that you can find, more tutorials. And have fun with your tinsel. Let me know if you want any more.